Welcome to XRP After Dark, exclusive rabbit hole news, documenting the great wealth transfer, nightly at 7 p.m.
And we are live. I'm gonna tweet it.
Okay. I did.
Welcome to XRP After Dark, exclusive rabbit hole news, documenting the great wealth transfer, nightly at 7 p.m.
I'd like to welcome everybody to XRP After Dark. Guys, we got a very, very special guest on tonight's show. I'm honored to have him. Mr. Walled Gardens, XRP community, and I'm calling it early, the breakout star. XRP Venture. How you doing tonight, my friend?
I'm doing great, and how are you? Thanks for letting me come on again.
Oh, that's no problem, Venture. I was actually really looking forward to having you back on the show. Let me turn that down and get this ready. Let me see. Actually, let me pull up the chat. Let me see. Where's my chat at? 1 second, guys. Let me find my chat so I can see what the whole XRP army's up to. Dun, 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 dun. And there is the chat. And we'll make this over here. I wonder if I can put this chat over top of this. Yeah. Okay, hold on here. Put this right here. Yep, that's perfect. I'd like to welcome everybody to XRP After Dark, guys. As you can see, I got AKA Mr. Walled Gardens on the show tonight. Very special guest. I can't thank you guys enough for tuning in. Oh, hold on. Now I caught you over too far, Venture. There you go. Hold on.
Be better.
Yeah, I got to set the screen up properly first. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that's a nice little angle right there. I like that one right there. Might better do that. Okay, guys, we got a hell of a show planned tonight. We got Venture on the show. I can't thank everybody enough for tuning in. Brett Garlinghouse, XRP Rain, Nero. How you doing, Nero? Living the life. The legend King Blue is here. King Blue, woo! It's Jay Smitty, Brian Anderson, Princeton Hunter. Princeton Hunter's here. The visual guy, Sly. Good to see you, visual guy. Jimmy Meek, King Blue. Phoenix in the making. Don the Hypnotist. Don the Hypnotist, where you been at? 368, Deshaun Goodwin. M. Grimes, Crypto OD. Shane Singer, Eric Overly, Crypto Farmer. Ferdy, good to see you, Ferdy. M. Grimes, Crypto Chris, good to see you. XRP 5, Luffy, Ripple Skilled Skin. Goodness gracious, everybody's here tonight to see Venture. I knew you guys would show up when I had Venture on the show. XRP Viking, my brother, Crypto Chris, Chance of a Lifetime. Okay. GXRP, Don GTO, Chris Light. Chris Light, did I send you an XRP tip a little while ago, Chris Light? I recognize the name. Good day from Australia. Good day, mate. I'm from Australia. Guys, I'm going to warn you ahead of time. I called Venture up, guys, on the show. If you guys don't know, XRP Venture actually started a YouTube channel, and he has quite a few videos that have done very, very well. So I called Venture up, and I said, Venture, let's do a bullish show, because you guys know we're running a theme for the month of October that a bullish month, a level playing field. So I threw up every bullish idea, and I said, let's talk about this, Venture. What do you think? Venture's all for it, guys. I'm talking about Walled Gardens. I'm talking about Venture's video of XRP price 4 or 5 digits, why XRP has to be reevaluated to a much higher price. We're going to cover the Shane Ellis theory, IMF, Brad Garlinghouse. We might even throw some 589 in there, guys. So I can't thank you guys enough for tuning in. So Venture, my brother, it's so good to have you back.
Well, I think that we're going to do the show for 5 hours and 98. Wait, that'd actually be 6 hours and change, but we'll do 500
Yeah, yeah, 589 minutes. Yeah, 6 hours, some change, like you said. I'm all down. Let's do it. That's for sure. Oh, Chris Light, you're the man. Yeah, guys. So, guys, if you haven't seen Venture's channel, I mean, whoa, Venture is on the money. And guys, we have a Venture here. You know what I kind of feel like? I kind of feel like uh, Danny Glover and Mel Gibson, Lethal Weapon, huh? Or Men in Black, Will Smith, and what's the other guy's name? Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah.
Guys, we're gonna have some fun tonight. Oh yeah, guys, of course we cannot forget the legend. Thank you, Viking Joel Katz. That's for sure. Good evening, CKJ and Venture. George Ratledge. Good evening to you, my brother. Good to see you, Terrence Brown. Whoa, Papa Bear's here. Good to see you, Papa Bear. So, Venture, you know, your channel's been on fire. I mean, did it catch you off guard? You know, how's the community been towards your channel since you came in? I mean, is the community loving you? A lot of good feedback. Have you been trolled at all? What's your thoughts so far about the XRP community and started making videos?
Totally caught me off guard. I mean, you kind of put me up to it, and then you've supported it, and then, I mean, you kept saying you can do a video, right, Venture? You can do another video, right? Anyway, that's how it got started, and then, but yeah, it was absolutely amazing to see people responding to it, and the comments are just, I mean, they're just so supportive and kind, and of course you get the trolls, and that's what that one video was about, the haters. I thought I'm going to do one whole show. Somebody suggested it in the comments too. I'm just going to do one whole show reading all the mean tweets, you know, for the fun of it. But people have been amazing. People have, you know, I had no idea that, you know, that it would get the response that it did. So now it really makes me want to give back. And that's where I am starting to talk more about what we could do either together or independently, you know, when this thing, you know, moons like we all planned it to.
Damn right. Damn right. You know, one thing I like about having you on the show is like, it's one thing about crypto. It's like there's so many walks of life, so many religions, so many races, and the whole world comes together. You know, and you got like, you know, a guy like me says, oh, crypto is amazing. You know, and some people say might believe me. And, you know, some people, you say, oh, XRP is a huge opportunity. I believe you feel also. And then some people might relate to you more. But, you know, it's like when you have two different people come in saying the same thing. Damn, we're both excited about XRP and the internet of value. I think that brings more weight to cryptocurrency because a lot of people are unbelievers. Do you experience that at all when you try to explain XRP to anybody?
Well, XRP is like the gospel and country music. We don't care when you join. We're just glad you did.
I like that.
No, you know, this is just an amazing opportunity for all of us. I mean, the fact that anybody that's listening right now that has XRP and has done any of the homework or listened to any of the deep dives you've done, Kevin Cage or anybody else, D&I, Digital Nomad Investor, any of those guys that are really trying to figure this thing out, it doesn't take long, along with the press releases, to realize what we have here. And, you know, in one of my first videos I did, and I know I've said it in 2 or 3 of them, the fact that the price never moves should tell you really why that this is special and that there's something up here.
Okay.
Something going on, because you can get an announcement that, you know, somebody's forking or somebody's gonna, you know, putting, you know, some coin on their exchange and, you know, there's a 10-point bump. You know, we get nothing. We go backwards. You know, think about MoneyGram. MoneyGram stock doubles, but, you know, XRP price doesn't move.
Exactly.
But that really should tell you something, that something is afoot with XRP. And boy, do I have theories about that.
Wow. Well, I'm glad I got you on the show, and I'm glad you actually in the XRP community now, because I think we're all interested in your theories. That's for sure. One second, Venture. I apologize. Danny Loft is here. You know, I gotta have a huge shout out to Danny Loft, huge supporter of the channel. Thank you so much, Danny, and thank you everybody just tuned in. I noticed we got, you know, quite a few more people now, guys. We got Mr. Wall Gardens on the show himself, XRP Venture, and I'm so happy to have him on the show, guys. If you went through his videos, I want to cover a couple of them tonight. XRP price 4 or 5 digits. XRP has to be reevaluated at a much higher price. in walled gardens. And the walled gardens, guys, that was an amazing video also. GXRP, real deal legends. Thank you. I hope you had a good day at work, my brother. Thank you so much, GXRP. I really appreciate your contribution to the channel. Whoa. That's what I was saying. I was like, I was wondering if XRP Venture was going to wear the hat. We got a contribution from King Blue. He says, I love that hat.
Tell him I'll get him one.
I think King Blue already has the same exact hat. That's
He does.
for sure.
He's in Texas.
Yeah, that's right. He is in Texas. That's for sure. Thank you so much, King Blue, GXRP, and Tina Hall. I really appreciate that. No, oh, Danny said, please sing. So, Venture, whoa. XRP agent has stepped in the room. Do you have room for one more? Actually, XRP agent, I wish you would have told me. I look forward to actually getting you on the show too. That's for sure. We talk all the time. Well, DM me. I'll definitely get you on the show. XRP agent, you are the man. That's for sure. So XRP Venture, I want to start with the walled gardens, if that's okay. You did the walled gardens video, and everybody says that XRP is a global digital asset. But now we're starting to realize that a lot of entities, like maybe having in-house central bank digital currencies, but now we're also coming to the scenario of that XRP could be the bridge asset for walled gardens also. Now, what's your whole take on that? You know, do you think it's going to work better as a bridge asset for walled gardens or the global digital currency, or what's your thoughts?
Well, there was a lot of conversation, a lot of discussion about, what XRP is going to be and so on. And I think when I did that video, I wasn't the first one to talk about walled gardens, obviously, but that was when I had finally come to the conclusion that, yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen, is that, it's not, XRP is not the United States coin. It's going to, Ripple keeps saying they were going after cross-border remittance. They're going after SWIFT's market share, whether it's going to be, in my opinion, a little bit like, is SWIFT going to be MoneyGram, or are they going to be Western Union? Okay. Are they going to snug their nose up it and try to go with Stellar and try to do something different and try to catch up that way, or not? Or are they going to do a deal? But either way, if you go to what Ripple's saying they want to be and what they're going after, I think you have to take them at their word that that's what they're going to do. But you hear China doing their coin. You've had other European countries announce their coins. Yeah, you have, JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Facebook, even though that's a stable coin. And you've got Pepsi coin just came out. I mean, not that it's going to be, but it's for rewards, Pepsi rewards and all that stuff when you buy chips. The point is everybody's getting their own coin, but JP Morgan doesn't want Wells coin, and Wells doesn't want Chase's coin. And, every country, and as far as I'm concerned, probably every bank will probably have their own walled garden, their own coin. Okay. Our USD might very well turn into USC. And I think we're going to have fiat for still another 5 years or so, while everybody's getting used to it, until every point of sale at Subway, at McDonald's, until everybody can accept, Bitcoin or XRP as quickly as they accept MasterCard and Visa. It's an app. Which option do you want to pay with?
Yeah, exactly.
Until adoption is there and the network and the infrastructure is there, I think we're still going to have fiat currency. But I do believe at some point we're going to get to a place where they'll say, okay, the end of 2025, everybody's got to turn in your money. Cash, trade in your fiat currencies. It will no longer be legal tender past this date.
Whoa.
And what that's going to do is it's going to cause everybody to have to go dig up the jar in the backyard, get the stuff out from underneath the mattress, go cash it in where they can now tax it and track it and everything else, because that's the flip side of this whole thing. The good is we're in early and we're trying to get a financial gain from it. The bad is we're going to a bigger, big brother police state where they're tracking everything. But people are going to have to turn in those monies that they've had, or they're going to be worthless. They will not be used as legal tender anymore.
Wow.
So anyway, but in the meantime, as we're building those systems and the point of sale systems at all these merchants, we'll still have fiat currency. But I believe the U.S. will have their own coin. China's have their coin. Germany will have theirs, or the EU. Maybe they'll all just have one coin. But anyway, everybody will have their own walled garden, and
Wow.
XRP will in fact be. That's what everybody wants. I
Exactly.
don't want your German coin. I want XRP back.
Exactly. Guys, I'm gonna warn you ahead of time too. When me and Venture planned the show out a little bit, like a couple minutes prior, I said, Venture, let's have a very bullish show. Let's talk about everything that we're excited about the walled gardens, XRP being the bridge asset, reevaluate the price of XRP. We're gonna cover the Shane Ellis theory. So everybody that just stepped in the room, I'm gonna prepare you guys. This is gonna be one bullish show right here. We're excited about XRP. I think we all see the massive opportunity in the internet of value, and we are pioneers, and I think we are gonna benefit big time, big time. My brother Danny Loft, this would be very easy with QR codes on all debit cards. That's what I'm thinking too. Like, you should be able to pay for stuff like just by scanning it, like right there at the register. It's so slow. You got to put your card in, put your chip in, press the card, press approve. It's just a very slow process. Thank you so much for your contribution, Danny. This would be a very easy with QR codes on all debit cards and credit cards, and you will load these with stablecoin. Danny Loft, thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate that, my brother. Venture, what I was just thinking, because you mentioned taking some of Swift's share. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen a video I did with, probably didn't, but I'll tell you, the video I did with Sue from Esoteric Trading Solutions.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah, a long time ago. She actually said that she believes, and you mentioned, taking some of Swift's share. She said if she believes if we get 10% of Swift's share, that'll shoot the price of XRP to $334 per XRP. I mean, do you see that as possible just off the top of your head, or what's your thoughts on, gaining some of Swift's market share and actually moving the value of XRP?
A while ago, I sent out a tweet that probably got more response than any tweet I've ever done.
Which one was that?
It was that one where I sent it out. I said, we're not waiting for a candle closing or TA. What we're waiting for is an announcement.
Okay.
And I'd be lying if there isn't a little secret part down inside me that is hoping the reason they're inviting YouTube content creators and influencers to swell is that they have an announcement of some magnitude that's going to move the needle. And I'm hoping that announcement is that Swift and Ripple have done an official partnership.
Whoa.
I don't know if it'll happen or not, but that would be a game changer and an announcement.
You heard it here first, guys. You heard it here first from my understanding. I think Venture's right. I'm sorry, Venture, to cut you off on that one, but you got me excited. I think you're right on the money with that. Because why would they invite content creators there unless they want to get the word out about something really fast?
They know that they knew the swell event was happening forever. Why do they, in the last 2.5 weeks before the event, all of a sudden sent out, and I'm sorry, DNI, or DNA and every DAI, I guess. Anyway, and everybody else.
Mix those two up.
Call you the little, but why do they send out invitations 2.5 weeks? That's kind of rough and brutal on travel plans and plane fare and hotel rooms. I mean, that's kind of tricky, but they did it anyway. Why do you send it out at the very last minute like that? Unless something is up, and I'm hoping it's an announcement, but there's more to why I think that, and it's because of all of the QE4, the quantitative easing that they're doing now that they're not calling quantitative easing, where the Fed is having, keeping their repo window open every day, and they said they're going to do 75 billion a day for 3 weeks.
Okay.
And it will end on October 10th. But about October 5th, they said, well, we're going to go ahead and keep it open till November.
Wow.
Well, that lasted about 2 days. And then they said, well, I think we're going to keep doing this until, the first of the year without any specific date. Now, think about that. In 2008, when the world melted down, they went before Congress and got approval for $800 billion to Hank Paulson. And he said, hey, I can't tell you what I'm going to do with it, I'll let you know later, but I need it. You got to give it to me. But at least they told Congress.
Yeah,
This time
exactly.
they did the first 3 weeks that they were going to do it, where it was supposed to end on October 10th. They didn't even tell Congress about it. They just did it. They were doing it.
Wow.
And then one of the reasons I believe they decided they were going to extend it, because from what I understand, one of those nights where they're only supposed to do 75 billion couldn't cover their losses, or their they didn't have enough money to cover all their business for the day.
Okay.
And they needed 126 billion. So it's just out of control, and it makes you feel like they're going to do this. First of all, sorry to ramble. Second
no,
of
you're
all,
not rambling at all. You're right on point.
in 3 weeks, the 3 weeks they were going to go up to October 10th, that was like 1.2 trillion.
Okay.
Just we're printing it and we're just dumping it into the thing. How much money is it to do that 3 weeks and then do another 3 months?
Wow.
I mean, come on. I mean, it's almost like they've given up. Like, we know this thing's going to crash. Let's just print this stuff. And so what I'm saying is that if they really feel like, this thing is unsustainable,
Okay.
the debt control, everybody knows that it's not sustainable. We can't do it. I was talking to you guys may know Handel. You've probably seen him in the chat room.
Oh, Handel's the man. He's here right now. I see him.
Yeah. We had a long talk today.
Oh, Handel's a good guy.
Things the same way, and we were talking about it. That it's like they just know it's unsustainable. So let's just print, just keep printing so it never falls until pull this thing out. My point is I think we're running out of time.
Okay.
And I think they're running out of time. So if we're running out of time, what do you got to do? You've got to make an announcement that lets the world know something's coming. And I'm hoping MoneyGram moved up their report before Swell so that they could get the good news out. Because if it was bad news, they'd probably wait till after Swell. Since he's speaking at Swell.
Wow.
Then, but if they make an announcement like that, then I mean,
the world's gonna FOMO.
It's good. Yeah. I mean, it's gonna go crazy.
Guys, Venture just made a hell of a somewhat prediction, I'll say. Basically, what Venture just said, guys, for everybody just tuned in, is that basically at the last moment, Ripple did invite content creators from the XRP community. So he's basically saying that he believes, and it sounds like it makes sense to me, Terrence Brown. It sounds like it makes sense that basically that they may have a huge announcement, and it may have something to do with Ripple and Swift being in a partnership. And that makes sense to me, guys, because as far as saying that, we're going to replace Swift, Swift is a massive company, guys. I think, there's an old rule that says if you can't beat them, join them. I think they know what's best for them, and they decide, to, use this technology. That's what I'm thinking, too. So I agree with you 1,000% there. 1 second. Danny Loft, thank you so much, my brother. Within the last few days on the IMF site. Now, Venture, have you heard this today? This is huge, too. We can talk about this. Thank you, Danny. You're the man. Within the last few days on the IMF site, it shows the SBI and Ripple as partners. That cat is out the bag. Now, I'm hearing this, too. Now, we already know that Ripple Labs is a partner or on a high-level advisory board at the International Monetary Fund. But now they're saying that it reflects Ripple on the IMF website. I haven't actually seen that, but I mean, I'm pretty sure it's true. What's your thoughts, Venture?
I haven't seen that yet either. That'd be awesome.
Is that true? I think it is true, though, right? I mean, Danny Loft says it, and I've heard quite a few people saying it.
Yeah. Danny knows Danny knows what's going on.
Oh yeah, Danny definitely knows.
Yeah, he's well vested. And
so Danny says, within the last few days, the IMF site, it shows SBI and Ripple as partners. The cat is out the bag. That is a very big deal. XRP Viking, my brother, Venture, we are out of time, and they don't know what to do. Much love, CKJ. If you're up for it, we can do a Dr. FOMO show with John McAfee. XRP Viking, you're the man. I'd love to have him on the show, that's for sure. You got his number? Let us call him up. That's for sure. So what do you think about that venture as far as Ripple Labs working with the IMF? That's something, one of my favorite rabbit holes I've been covering for a long time. Uh, we found out that Ripple Labs is on the high level advisory board, and now Christine Lagarde is moving to the European Central Bank as November 1st. I mean, do you think she's going to, what do you think she's going to be up to when she takes the helm of the ECB?
Let me read you something real quick.
I'm all ears.
The definition of venture.
Okay.
That's why it's XRP venture. I do a lot of joint ventures and in real estate and developing and stuff. And so
Okay.
the definition of venture is an undertaking involving uncertainty as to the outcome, especially a risk or dangerous one. I didn't know where this was going when I was never on Twitter until I got involved in XRP, and then used it and changed the name to XRP Venture.
Okay.
I need to change the name now to XRP Done Deal.
Woo!
This thing is happening. I mean, it is ridiculous how many partnerships, how many announcements, how the web, the interconnectability, and that's not even, I'm not even talking the ledger. I'm just talking about partnerships to partnerships, businesses to businesses. And just like, Visa doesn't come out directly, but they buy Earthport, which is directly. And
Exactly.
it just, it tentacles out
Yes.
so much.
Damn right.
I mean, at some point, what 7-year startup company has meetings at the White House, has meetings with the IMF? Who does that? This is happening, and we are ridiculously lucky,
Hell
ridiculously lucky to own 500 XRP. And don't get me started on the price of a drop.
Really, really quick, guys. I'm gonna warn you guys ahead of time. Venture, I'm telling you guys, if you haven't seen his YouTube channel, he's the breakout star in 2019 in the XRP community, no doubt about it. He's done some amazing content, walled gardens, reevaluate the price of XRP. Guys, one thing I've been telling you for the month of October, it's no more being ashamed of being excited about the internet of value, guys. We all can tell this is a massive opportunity. And you hear Venture, who else is going to be at the White House in less than 7 years of a startup? And I think even before that, I mean, as soon as Trump took office, first 100 days in office, executive order, Ripple's in there. So matter of fact, did Trump know about Ripple before he even took office? Or was that already in the plans? Because I don't understand. What was you saying about the drops, Venture? You got me interested. I'm sorry, guys.
The drop's kind of a different subject, but to your point right there,
Okay.
one of the things Handel and I were talking about today was that this is pre-Trump. This is pre-Trump.
Okay.
This goes way back. Trump
Okay.
may be in support of it, and the the executive order may have been ready to sign it. He may have been the president willing to sign it. But this is pre-Trump.
Whoa.
So we may have had presidents that didn't want to build up America and weren't willing to sign something. But we have a president, I believe, who wants to build up America and wants to solve the problems. I think there's some people, though maybe good intentions, that maybe thought America should come down and we should build up the third world countries. And I don't think that's necessarily how you build up the third world countries. You keep America strong, and then you defend and help and innovate with these third world countries. And one of those things, that's one of the things I love about digital assets and XRP, is the idea that we can take the unbanked in these third world countries and give them a way to do commerce one with another, because that's how they build an economy within their country.
Hold on, Venture. You just said a couple things that was like mic droppers. You said some things, guys. I don't know if you guys are paying attention out there, but Venture just said that this deal with Ripple was pre-planned before Trump, plans within plans, clearly. Because if you guys really think about it, how do you have an executive order ready 3 months after taking office and Ripple is already in there? Ripple is already in the executive order 90 days after taking office. Come on, guys. And then, like Venture also said, soon as Trump takes office, what's he do? Accuse of China of currency manipulation. So basically, Trump is ready to step up to the plate and create a level playing field, just like you said, Venture. You're on fire tonight, my brother. Just preach.
Well, first of all, you're really kind to say what you say, but I mean, I'm like I said, there's a lot of the things that I'm regurgitating is things I've heard in the community as I sit here on the porch and try to put it all together in my head, because I'm spending my money investing in it and rolling the dice right along with everybody here, and I'm banking on it. And like I said, I think it's gone a whole lot less from a venture to a certainty.
Yes, exactly. I'm so glad you said that.
We are in a hurry up and wait. That's where we're at right now. Just hurry up and wait. But for all intents and purposes, you should be able to collateralize a loan against your XRP because it's worth a lot of money.
Whoa, guys, I think Venture is on fire tonight, guys, and you're right on the money with that. So far we uncover, guys, that Trump's ready to step up to the plate. He accused, actually basically put the hammer down on China, accused them of currency manipulation. Now we're moving in phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. What do you think the Trump administration got's planned? I mean, Corey Johnson did come out and say that we are in talks with the Trump administration, which I think we all know for a fact because of executive order. But then the other day we have Steven Mnuchin comes out. What about the Mnuchin news a couple of days ago where he come out and said that you must be registered with FinCEN and there is a standard? What do you think about this news from the Department of Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin a couple of days ago?
Well, I do believe that they drop buzzwords, but I think sometimes we can take it too far with trying to read something into everything.
Okay.
But I do believe that I think Mnuchin is more on board than Trump is. I mean, I absolutely believe that he's on board. And I think if I remember this connection, his son-in-law, Jared Kushner, is it Jared Kushner?
Yeah, Jared Kushner.
His brother's really deep in crypto. So, he's got Jared's ear and Jared's got his father-in-law's ear. And
exactly.
Telling them, but they also know they're looking for a solution to solve some problems. You've got central bankers, which is, by the way, that's all the Federal Reserve is. Doesn't have anything to do with the United States government. It is just a central bank who has authority to print money. Why we gave them that, I don't know, but well, I do know, but that's another story we don't have time for. But anyway, point is all these central bankers have spent themselves into oblivion as well. They've got a big problem. And then you've got world governments that have, unsustainable debt. They've got a problem and they need a solution. And there is only one solution. I think it's somewhere in the middle. I was telling Handel today too, telling him about there's another community out there like the XRP community that's really talking about this global currency reset.
Okay. And
the quantum financial system and the idea that they're going to reevaluate the Zimbabwe coin or dollars, and I don't know what the ZIMs. I think they're ZIMs, and then the Iraqi dinars, and they're all holding these Iraqi dinars they bought for $100 back in 08 and 9 or 02 or whatever, and they're hoping that they do a currency reset, and that $10 trillion ZIM now is actually worth $10 trillion.
Yeah, exactly. Wow.
But in that community, that whole global reset thing, I do think there's going to be some form of a reset of the debt.
Okay.
I still haven't been able to quite put my finger on exactly how they're going to do that. If they're going, one plausible scenario is that the IMF gets the balance of the escrow. Nothing new. Lots of people have talked about that.
Okay.
I mean, about it. If you're Chris Larson, you're David Schwartz, and you got 6-7 billion XRP.
Okay.
What do you care about the other 50? What you need is you need your XRP to be worth 10,000 a coin, because I have 7 billion of them.
Yeah. Wow.
More than anybody could ever spend anyway.
Yeah.
So what if the IMF got the balance of the escrow? That's the stopgap anyway, the IMF for lending money to countries.
Exactly. You're talking about maybe like pre-allocation?
IMF through their SDR. What if XRP, the balance of the escrow goes to them and it's the ESDR? And now they look around the world and they say, okay, folks, all you different countries, maybe not all countries. I was talking about this today too with Handel.
Okay.
Maybe it's just G20. Maybe it's just the top countries. You other countries, we care about you, but if you're not in G20, this doesn't involve you. But maybe they could do every country, but maybe even just the G20. How much gold do you have? We're going to give you XRP to the tune of your gold.
Okay.
Now use that money. We're going to reevaluate. Now XRP's worth at least the price of gold, I guess. But now use that money to pay the debts to the other countries and reduce your debt. And maybe that's how they reevaluate the debt. I don't know.
Wow.
But the only way they can do something like that or even move the needle a little is that XRP needs to be 4 and 5 digits. And that was the whole point of.
Wow.
They cannot solve these problems on a 30-cent token.
Whoa. Venture's dropping bombs everywhere tonight. Oh my goodness. Guys, you just hear what Venture just said. Basically, for the way he broke it down, guys, to handle the debt, XRP clearly has to be 4 or 5 digits. Guys, for everybody just tuning in tonight, guys, buckle up. I'm telling you. Be prepared to FOMO. Tonight, me and Venture, we're getting bullish. Guys, this is the internet of value. The biggest opportunity of our lifetime. We see the executive order with Trump. We see the deal with MoneyGram. We've seen the Trump administration stop the MoneyGram deal. I mean, guys, it's going on and on. And really quick, the visual guy slide, thank you so much, because I want to talk about this really quick again to Venture, because you just touched on this. He says, I definitely agree with XRP Venture. Venture's a legend. He said that too. Tony Valentino tweeted about the Trump was the one the elites chose to set the new world order. And this is kind of like we were just talking about, how basically Trump's first 100 days in office, there's an executive order with Ripple in it. I mean, I always said this, guys, to implement a one world currency, you could kind of have to have Mr. I call him AKA Mr. Moneyman Trump. Basically, that's his specialty, is currency. So, I think everything is preset, planned also too. Really quick, Terrence Brown, thank you so much. Describe JFK tried dismantling the Fed Executive Order 1110 and missed stacking XRP. I cannot thank you guys enough. Please smash some thumbs up. We have a special guest tonight, guys, XRP Venture. If you haven't subscribed to his channel, you're missing out big time, guys. That is for sure. Smash them likes and subscribe. Thank you, Danny. I really appreciate that. So what was you saying about the price of being 4 or 5 digits and handling the debt?
Well, first of all, on Tony Valentino, by the way, I don't always agree with everything that guy says.
Okay.
You cannot not read his tweets, and clearly he's an intelligent individual, and he comes up with stuff that is deep. And I appreciate that part of it, but not everything. And I certainly don't need him being, I don't care for the derogatory nature, whenever he thinks he's, the final say or the final answer. But
I'm not too familiar with him. I had to check him out.
On Trump, some say, like Valentino said, that, he thinks that Trump was chosen by the elites.
Okay.
The theory that he was chosen by the generals to get rid of the deep state and to clean up the swamp.
Okay.
So 2 different theories, just depends on, where you're at. I personally believe that he's a patriot and that he is trying to help. But I think you have to understand that this animal, meaning the federal government, is so big that it's a colossal job to do anything. But anyway, that's okay. So that's that part.
Okay.
Just respect your comment about his tweet. But as far as the price, everybody thinks, oh, well, XRP is designed to go to 10,000.
Yeah, what's your thoughts on that, guys? We're doing a bullish show tonight. Some people say, Venture, XRP is designed to go to 10,000. They're saying there's 1 million drops. And, well, guys, I've seen people talking about drops. They said there's 1 million drops in XRP, and if each drop was a penny, XRP was designed to go to 10,000. And they also based that off of Alta Barreto saying that XRP is built to scale to meet 7.5 billion people. What's your thoughts on that, though? I mean, what's your thoughts?
On the face of that, I think, sure, why not? I mean, why shouldn't a drop be worth a penny? Of course, that's an easy number. But what about this? Who says a drop has to be a penny? How many times, I can't tell you how many times I go into a convenience store, Circle K, and say, why do we have pennies? It costs 2 pennies to create 1 penny. Why do we even have them?
Okay.
We can get rid of pennies and nickels here in the U.S. and round everything to 10 cents. We all leave the change at the counter anyway. Now, never mind, keep that 19 cents. So why can't a drop be a dime? What does that do to the price?
That makes big sense to me.
So the point is, the price can be anything they need it to be, depending on what they do with it. If they're going to try to, digital nomad investor, and I've gone back and forth on this, and we agree on a lot of stuff too. But one of the things was, you know, he was. I'm more on his side now than I was. We were talking about. He was thinking just the central bankers will get their bailout.
Okay.
And the government's not going to get much.
Okay.
You know, and I kept making the argument that, well, the only way the central bankers get it is if the government approve it.
Okay.
So if I'm the government, the only way I'm saying yes is, look, I've got a problem too. I've got a debt I got to get rid of. So I'm on board if we can get rid of some of our debt. You're on board if you can get rid of some of yours. So we'll work together and put a cohesive system together. So that's the only reason why I felt strongly that I can't imagine the governments are just going to, yeah, sure, go ahead, and we're going to take this brand new asset class that's never been created before, never had it before, and only you guys, you central bankers that have done this to us anyway, only you guys benefit. The governments of the world that are in debt up to their butt to central bankers don't get anything. I just don't buy that. So I think they could set the price to anything they want.
Wow.
I'm absolutely convinced this thing is predestined. This has been a plan for a number of years. This is where we're going. This is what we're doing. The price suppression has happened, I believe, deliberately. Sure, Ripple's selling every month. What's the kid's name that was the partner in the beginning, and then Jeb? Was it Jeb?
Yeah, Jeb McCaleb.
Yeah, he's selling some of his, but I'm sure he's selling it to try to finance Stellar. I mean, but you got to have, I mean, I believe they're doing it deliberately to keep the price where it is. It's just dang near flatline for the last year. I mean, it's like it didn't even have a heartbeat, because that's what they want you to think.
Exactly.
Look at Bitcoin. Isn't that pretty? We're going on Wall Street. Well, over here, they're doing the real deal.
Woo!
This one fall out of the sky probably, or hold is, level off and be there, when this one will actually dominate Bitcoin and will be what all Ripple and their payment systems, when the ecosystem is built out, will be to payments what Google is to search.
I think, Venture, you are on fire tonight, my brother. You're right on the money with that, that's for sure. Danny Loft, at the end of the day, XRP will put Bitcoin Ben as a believer. Go XRP, baby. Danny Loft, thank you so much, my brother. You're my hero, that's for sure. Danny, you're the man. Guys, I think you're right on the money with that, Venture. That's something I said, that I believe Bitcoin is also the distraction. Because at first, it was something that kind of pumped people up. Oh, we're going to replace banks. This is going to be a new payment system. We're going to do this. Cut the middleman. And then guess what, guys? Steven Mnuchin comes out and says, hey, there's a standard. You need to register with the SEC, FinCEN. And then guess what? To my understanding, Ripple XRP is the only company that is registered with FinCEN. It's the only company that's been labeled a currency. It's the only one that is held to the standard of what the Department of Treasury expects. So I think behind the scenes, we was reading on the show the other day, the price went to $2, $3, $5. Then the rest, they don't want 7 billion millionaires. So they've been keeping the price down till they're ready. And before you know it, they're shaking out all the weak hands. A lot of people are going to miss this opportunity. And guess what, guys? That price is going to just shoot up out of nowhere. And that's what I truly believe. I think Venture's right on the money. What was you saying, Venture?
Well, that was the tweet that Rachel Lee put out that I thought was brilliant and ties into the Shane Ellis theory.
Okay.
He's right on the money, if anybody is, that they don't want, $2 and $5 because people are going to start jumping in, and they don't want retail in. This is not for retail. This is to solve their debt crisis.
Okay.
This is to sure move money faster, but that's not what it's about. I mean, that's what the technology does, and that's great, but that's not what this is about. This is about solving their debt problem. They're over the top spending for freaking years and years, and now they need to solve the problem before they actually get accused of, you know, the treason. They're probably, no, I just shouldn't get, no, I don't want to get crazy. No, I mean, really, they create the problem, but they need a soft solution. Oh, it's about faster payments and what have you. But by the way, we're going to take this asset that's 30 cents and it's going to be worth 10,000. And by the way, we just happen to own 10 billion of them ourselves. And by the way, there goes 20 trillion in debt we were once in.
Exactly.
We're not that.
No, I think like Crypto Knight is saying, come on, Bitcoin is digital gold. Like, don't get me wrong, guys. You know, just like Brad Garlinghouse says, he's long Bitcoin. You know, there's a first mover's advantage, and I think Bitcoin will survive. But as far as being number one I mean, it kind of goes to where I'm saying it's a distraction. You know, in the beginning it sounded great. It could be store value, who knows? But at the end of the day, guys, we clearly see Ripple's an executive order. Working with the IMF on a high-level advisory board. It just came out on the IMF's website. I mean, I think from all the research we've seen behind the scenes, I mean, XRP is the key to liquidity. Now, basically, guys, if you want to go a little bit tinfoil hat, like Venture said at the beginning, you know, the Trump administration accused China of currency manipulation. One of my beliefs is that, and they was ready to roll out a massive sanction, I think, by October 15th. And but then they finished phase 1. Now, I believe. Now, what's your thoughts about this, Venture? You know, they say the blockchain is the beginning of recorded history. The only way to prove that different countries aren't manipulating currencies, the same way the IMF is the one doing all the loans. Why is Ripple on the IMF's website? IMF loans the money. If they loan you money, they're going to want to see where that money goes. For years, people have been pocketing money and the money goes missing. Pentagon, nobody knows. It's never been audited one time. You know, XRP is a hell of an auditing system. It's blockchain technology. You can see the money, where the money goes. Are you financing terrorism? Are you not? Are you doing this? Are you doing that? I mean, does that make any sense to you? Or, you know, what do you think?
Well, I want to just jump back to Brad being long on Bitcoin.
Okay.
I don't believe it for a minute.
Okay. There goes Venture. I told you guys, it's a bullish show tonight.
I'm telling you, the reason I love Brad Garlinghouse is because he's a consummate professional.
Okay.
He knows when to say it. That's a political statement. He can't dog Bitcoin. It's the chosen one. It's what it needs to be. Sure, I'm long on Bitcoin. Why not? He can keep his 20 Bitcoin, you know, on a Nano S, you know, somewhere in the back of the drawer.
He said somewhere in the back of his drawer.
He's long on Bitcoin because he never plans to, you know, using it. But it's a political statement he's got to go use when he goes on CNBC and these press releases. But anyway, so that's just he knows where this is going. He just has to play the role that he's been, you know, assigned to do, and that's to be, you know, the face of XRP and to keep the big stuff under his hat. And anyway, so now I forgot your other question. Sorry.
I think you're right on the money with that, guys. Basically, what he said is, you know, and that's one thing I love about Brad Garlinghouse. He seems to be getting so much better in front of the camera, so much more comfortable. Now he shouts out the XRP community. But you were basically saying that, hey, it's like the same thing with, you know, Libra. Oh, we're gonna replace this old system. But Brad Garlinghouse is, you know, it's chess, not checkers. So basically, he's like, oh, I'm long Bitcoin. We're not here to replace Bitcoin. But at the same time, you know, I'm just being... Exactly. Wow, that's amazing. Holy moly. My brother Terrence R with the $25 bomb. Thank you so much for the contribution, TR. You are the man, bro. You guys are killing it tonight. I'm going to have to give the credit to Venture tonight, guys. Venture's killing it tonight, that's for sure. Venture's on fire. That's why I could not wait to get him back on the show. William May, XRP agent, is here. Woo! Guys, I'd like to welcome everybody to XRP After Dark. For everybody tuning in tonight, guys, me and Venture are having a bullish show. We're talking about XRP. We're going to highlight everything that's bullish that everybody's been talking about. Shane Ellis theory, 589, 4 or 5 digit XRP. XRP reevaluated at a higher price. So if you guys can smash some thumbs up. And XRP Venture, guys, I'm calling it ahead of time. 2019 breakout star. Link in the description is XRP Ventures channel. Use the blockchain to audit. William Mays right on the money. Use the blockchain to audit Internal Revenue Service. Do you think that's possible? And really quick, Venture, I'll let you take care of that one. The Scribe. Thank you so much. What's your view on Craig Wright's BTC 2020 prediction? So we actually got 2 questions, Venture. One from our XRP agent. Use the blockchain to audit IRS. Do you think that is possible? And then I got you next, Scribe.
Well, as far as the IRS and auditing, I'm not sure they'll ever make data available. They may. I would imagine they would have their own federal blockchain set up that you may see deposits, but I doubt that you're going to see anything more than that. And then as far as Craig Wright and his, I love that T-shirt that says everybody's Satoshi except Craig.
Wow.
What was his prediction?
What's your view on Craig Wright's BTC 2020 prediction? Describe what is Craig Wright's 2020 prediction. I'm kind of interested. I haven't heard that prediction, but I see GXRP. He says XRP by a dollar November 1st. I love that prediction. That's for sure. That's for sure. What is anybody familiar with Craig Wright's prediction for BTC 2020 prediction?
I have a prediction about anything that is forked off Bitcoin.
Okay.
All going to nothing.
Oh, all going to nothing. So damn. So we know Venture, guys, he's bullish as hell on XRP, and you're saying you're not even a tad bit bullish on BTC at all.
I have a Bitcoin.
Huh?
Yeah, sure.
Hold up. You were just saying. So hold on. You're thinking of what there's like a first movers advantage, early opportunity for the present.
Only reason I have it because they've been up till now, until this whatever it's doing now, until this flatlining thing and that it's been doing in a slow retreat. Up till now, they've had the first mover advantage.
Wow.
So my intention was to ride that up to about 16,000 and jump out of it and buy more XRP.
Wow. I like that prediction. Danny Loff.
Yeah.
MAU says with Bitcoin, what's MAU? What's MAU? MAU says with Bitcoin, your egg roll and fortune cookie, and that's filled. Danny, you're something else, my brother. Bitcoin is an egg roll and a fortune cookie, and that's fleeced you. Oh, Danny, thank you so much, my brother. You are the man. I can't thank you enough. Thank you so much, Darb. So, prediction BTC. Prediction. He says what? Prediction. Is that his prediction, XRP Millen, that BTC will be seized by the government? Is that the prediction? So anyway, Precision Beats, how you doing, my brother? So guys, really quick, guys, I got XRP Venture on the show. I heard you and Handel talking about the Shane Ellis theory. You said you and Handel was talking about the Shane Ellis theory. Now, is the Shane Ellis theory that XRP has a value of 10K, or is it that it can shoot up to a high price instantly?
It's that it'll go from 0 to 100 in 3 seconds.
Okay. So it'll go from 0 to 100 in 3 seconds. Okay. And that's what, off like one trade or one day or?
Yeah, that it'll shoot up. The same thing that Rachel Lee was saying, that they don't need $2, $3, $5. They don't want 700 new billionaires. They want the elite to get their ducks in a row. They want the banks to get their network, get on the Ripple software, get the solution in-house, make sure the network's tied in, more than likely do a deal with Swift to, revamp their system over time, but start using it. And hopefully we do pick up, 10% of that volume in a hurry. But I think Rachel Lee and Shane Ellis are both right in that it's just going to pop and they're going to make an announcement and game over. If you're not in, it's like trying to buy an Apple stock now. You buy an Apple stock and you're going to sit around for 7 years hoping it moves $50.
Wow.
It's a slow to China. the idea of buying something for cents, literally cents, and seeing it move to $1,000, that's a once in a lifetime, and we're in that once in a lifetime moment.
Wow.
We're living that right now.
Guys, you heard what Venture just said, and this is another reason I'm so excited to have Venture on the show. Because Venture just said, guys, that this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and we're in that opportunity right now. And I truly do believe that. I mean, the thing is, they've been using Swift technology for 40 years. We know this is the internet of value. Brad Garlinghouse has told us that, since the birth of the internet, we've been able to move information, but now is the time to move money. So, guys, I'm telling you, and this is why also I'm excited, because the thing is, you got all walks of life. You got Venture, who basically, you're a venture. You're in many ventures in business, right? You said, and guess what, guys? He's excited about XRP. X-Wing, he's excited about XRP. Papa Bear, he's excited about XRP. Come on, guys. We've done our homework. We've done our research. We see this massive opportunity, and I'm telling you guys, Venture says once in a lifetime opportunity. That's for sure.
Can I share a thought, CKJ?
What's that?
Can I share a thought?
Ventures, the floor is all yours, my brother.
Okay.
I'm with you. Let's do it.
Listen, even as bullish as we are and have been, this idea of watching that dang, 29 cents and 30 cents, day in and day out can wear your happy butt out.
Okay.
But just deal with it. Just deal with it, because we are in this hurry up and wait game. I know it's like, man, is this thing ever going to move? I mean, we've been sitting at 30 cents for a year. That's hard. We had that brief run up to 47 cents. And now we're right back where we were. But I'm convinced you could stick a fork in this thing. It's done. Just hold on. Be excited. Know it's coming. And like others have said, if you need to check out and quit, stay off Twitter, stay off your Binance app or Coinbase app for 10 minutes. Quit looking at the price. It's going to happen, though. It really is going to happen. There is no way. Too much money has been spent. Too much infrastructure has been built. Wow. Too many players are involved at high levels that control commerce in this country and around the world to not see this thing turn into a monster.
Damn right. G-Man's here. Even G-Man's here, guys. So if G-Man's here, then it's a monster. No, I'm just playing around, guys. We joke a lot on the XRP After Dark. But Venture, right on the money, guys. Spring just spent, $500 million? And that's not even really talking. That's just what we see. There's probably so much more. Like Venture said, guys, prior, plans within plans. I'm still blown away with the executive order was already wrote even before Trump took office. I think he was just a perfect player or a perfect piece to push this all through. And he's not to be played with when it comes to the China thing. Now, what do you think about that? Like, far as China, Korea, and Japan? And we got to touch on this really quick, guys. There's a character in the community, Bearable Guy. Now, some say Joe Katz is Bearable Guy. I've heard Bob Way is Bearable Guy. But we've been getting a lot of information about the BIS from Bearable Guy, or the bank, or the IMF. And then China, Trump. What do you think about the Bearable Guy and the thing with all the elite stuff that like the plans within plans, as far as the IMF today with the website? Do you think this guy knows something, or is he trying to give us clues, or
I sent out a
and we never talked about this we never talked about this ahead of time either, guys. So
I sent out a tweet the other day that said, this was on the Ripple Riddler in his videos that he put out. And my comment was, say what you will, but it's entertaining at the very least. This year has been brutal, and trying to figure out some riddles for just a glimmer of hope, or are we right? Is there something there we're missing? And kept it interesting, kept it entertaining, and made the year go by quicker.
I think you're
So
right on the money with that. Not to cut you off, but guys, I was thinking about this the other day. In 2018, there was a big thing that we were going to hit $589 at the end of the year, which would have been December 18. People were so pumped up all year. December, this is going to happen. This, there was a lot of trolls and haters. Oh, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But just the way he delivered it, kept it entertaining. Everybody was so excited in 2018. I think 2019, of course, we got real partnerships and, it's been a real delivery. But I just don't think 2019 has been don't get me wrong, we've got so much farther. But 2018 seemed like it was like a little bit more fun, a funner journey. Killing time in the bear market. Bearable Guy made the bear market bearable. But that's my thoughts right there. So
you want to be realistic too. So the reality of it is it's not too hard if you've been in the space very long at all to predict, September through November, December is going to be good. Well, isn't that when Ripple has swell hasn't that always had a bump in price going towards the swell?
Well, that's what they said the last 2 years historically on the
So,
charts.
You want to be realistic when you're looking at it. Sometimes you can put predictions out there, and I don't even know where the first 589 came from. Was it in that graphic where it shows the 589? Is that the first place people saw it, or where did they see it?
Well, basically, I was kind of leaning on towards, not so much that, we're going to hit 589. I think it was just the thought of Bearable Guy being there, encouraging us with, pictures and, guys, this partnership. It was just the whole thing entertaining, which was, made it fun to get through the year. But basically, I think he put 589 on one of his original pictures in the beginning or something like that on the IMF or International Monetary Fund picture.
Yeah, and I agree. It doesn't have to be exactly 589. It could just be it's going to the moon. But I know for me personally, I never planned on anything short of except 100. I was just hoping it got to 100. I was good. But now I'm convinced that was thinking too small. We need to think much.
That's what I'm thinking too. Like, can you elaborate on that a little bit? Where, what's interesting is in 2018, most people, were bashing the whole 589. And then when Alta Barreto came out with the 10K, or, the 10K and the Shane Ellis, and everybody was saying there's a million drops. And then when we gave a higher evaluation, that seemed like it was more realistic. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, if we're really dealing with a startup company,
okay,
that's just trying to build an ecosystem for payments, and they're going to help mom and pop businesses out with transaction fees instead of paying Visa 3% of every transaction. You're going to do it for a penny. Maybe that is a slow boat to China, and we're 10 years waiting for our investment to mature. But I would submit to you, even on that basis, 10 years happens pretty quick. If in 10 years you knew the price was going to be $100, tell me who in this stream wouldn't buy it still. Who wouldn't buy 1,000, 10,000 XRP if you knew 10 years from now it'd be worth $100? If you do the math, $100 times 10,000, that's a pretty handsome reward.
Damn right.
But we're not dealing with. I love that Ripple is funding projects like Coil and other things, other projects to build out an ecosystem, because that's where I say they're going to be all things to payments, like like Google is to search. But that isn't the only thing Google does.
Exactly.
They do kinds of things, and they're a global company as well. But this is going to be. We're not dealing with an ordinary company. I told you, I got some conspiracy. You want to put on a tin? I'll take this one off and we'll put a tin foil.
No, I'm with you on that all the way, Venture. I really think that what they feed us, like you said in the beginning, of we're focused on remittances and payments, which is like, okay, it's tunnel vision on something that we can easily handle. But I think there's so much more behind the scenes. Like you said, with the investments we're putting in Coil, with the decentralized financial system they're bringing now, just the MoneyGram remittances too alone, but also the decentralized finance they're building as far as, settling real estate on the Interledger protocol, which they're saying
Oh, yeah.
1.4 quadrillion,
Mhm.
in assets. And really quick to touch on this, really quick, like Patel said, 589 was symbolic of the price. And I think that's so true because I think when you think of the potential of that XRP has, or if you try to actually really put a value on the price, I mean, you got to think 100, 200, 300, 400. So even a high price, I think, is symbolic of the excitement and the opportunity. As far as pinpointing a particular price, who can do that? But still, I think it's priceless. What do you think, Venture?
Well, as you were saying that, I was starting to think maybe somebody should, just for fun, take all the 100 billion XRP times 589. What does that come up to? And which one of these assets does it equate to? Does that equal to saying all the money, all the gold in the world? Does that equal all of the one? Does that equal?
Oh, Venture's amazing.
No, I don't know, but it's got to be it's got to be way north of $100. That's for sure. It has to be.
You heard it here, guys. Terrence Brown. You heard
Hey,
it.
how much talk have you seen, articles, tweets, videos, comments about the gold standard lately? I'm seeing it everywhere. Everybody's talking about a gold standard everywhere.
Okay.
That didn't happen. That wasn't happening 5 years ago. We haven't talked about the gold standard since 1971, and Nixon took us off it.
Wow, you're right on the money. Take us
No.
there, Venture. Take us there.
Talking about the gold standard. I'm telling you, somebody's digital. Here's what I don't know if XRP will get tied to gold, but I think I think the United States will do their own coin. I think that will be tied to gold.
Okay.
I think any of the G7, they talked about it. Remember they came up with a gold agreement in Jackson Hole.
Okay. Did they come up with a gold agreement in Jackson Hole?
Yeah, that's what they said.
Okay. Because that's
And
the
so-
same time with the Mark Carney picture in.
Exactly, where he said a digital asset should take.
Okay. Wow. Take
US
us there, Venture. Take us there.
Well, he said that it should compete with the U.S. dollar dominance, but Trump never said anything about it. He just let that go. Really?
That's one
Okay.
thing that blows me away too. Yeah, talk about it, Venture. I mean, how Steven Mnuchin and the G7 and they're coming out and saying this and this, and Trump don't say anything when they say something. I mean,
I believe there's going to be. You may have the G7
okay,
have digital coins that are tied to gold, and those are the preferred walled gardens.
woo,
Zimbabwe may not get involved. They may not back theirs by gold. Maybe nobody else will, but they don't have to either.
okay.
Like right now, we have the petrodollar.
They
but-
said Venture is the coolest. Damn
but-
right. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Zimbabwe, the Iraqi dinar, Venezuela, Turkey, their economies are, and their currency is tanked.
Exactly.
don't have- But if the G7 want to set themselves apart and say, we're not letting this crash again, because and I'm sure it won't be tied to gold like it used to be. It'll be fractionally tied to it, and it'll still give them some flexibility. The whole reason we went off the gold standard was because it was too restrictive. They couldn't spend the money they wanted to spend.
Okay.
They didn't have the gold amount to spend what they wanted to spend. So they had to go off the gold so they could spend higher limits.
So you think they're gonna
So-
maybe go back on the gold?
Go back on the gold, at least fractionally, tie it to gold, so that I think that's how they sell it. I think that's how they get the match. You see, the US dollar works and any economy works because the people think that it works.
Okay.
When confidence is gone, the dollar is gone. The value erodes. And the way that they build the confidence and they sell this new digital economy is, listen, we're going to tie this to gold. And if you want, listen, it's like pairing. CZ doesn't want your Dogecoin, but you can pair it with XRP, UST, or you can pair it with XR Bitcoin or something.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
then you can buy that other crap. But when
Venture,
you
you're
sell,
on fire tonight. You know you're on fire when the troll shows up. Woo! Venture, you're on fire. Light them up, Venture. Light them up.
so, but what if you had the G7? What if their gold agreement, Jackson Hole, was agreeing to a digital coin or digital walled gardens that are backed by gold to sell it to their countries, and then those become the preferred currencies.
Now,
And
when
then
you say the G7 is the standard, and if countries like what Trump does with the sanctions, the countries that aren't involved would have no choice but to join, right?
well, first of all,
Or sanctions.
I don't know if people realize, but to be part of the IMF, you got to pay dues. You got to pay your dues like any
Okay.
other. So I would imagine to get the SDRs, you got to be a dues paying member and in good standing with the IMF to get their SDR and all of that. So it's a big play for them too, because now all the countries can make sure their dues are in. But I'm not sure how I got there. You said something, but
I said
Fired up.
Venture was on fire. The trolls showing up.
bring them up.
Woo!
Anyway,
Guys, I warned you ahead of time. It's October, and I said, Venture, let's be bullish tonight. I said, let's talk about all that good stuff you've been saying, Venture. XRP has to be reevaluated. XRP 4 or 5 digits. Wall Gardens, Shane Ellis Theory, 589, IMF. Guys, we're covering it all tonight. Listen, Venture's here. He's excited about cryptocurrencies. He's excited about XRP. Guys, we got all walks of the planet here. Listen, this many people cannot be off. We're not missing, guys. We're pioneers in XRP. We're excited as hell. Life-changing opportunity. Tell them, Venture.
I don't know where I was. I was getting a little fired up there.
Yeah,
But
you ain't lying. Let's get it. You got me pumped up.
I'm telling you, I'm really hoping the next 4 months is
They
all
said Venture's the MVP.
Everybody-
Papa Bear. Go ahead.
everybody's speculation is confirmed, and we're there.
Now,
But
what about that, Venture? I'm sorry to cut you off. What about all the speculation that we've done all year? Bank of America runs on Ripple. Speculation at first. Now it comes out with the patent. Bank of America does run on Ripple. American Express runs on Ripple. Everybody runs on Ripple. Like, how is it that, most speculation all came true? So, I mean, clearly, like, where do you think this is going as far as XRP and, being the standard? Do you clearly see this being the global
Well,
currency? Or
it's going to be the cross-border remittance currency that
Okay.
they set to. I think they've accomplished. Well, I think not only are they going to accomplish what they set out to do, I think they were chosen to accomplish it.
Okay,
Tinfoil hat, but I'll tell you anyway.
let's go.
I really believe that the United States has been behind this project since its inception.
Okay. I think I'm with you with that all the way to big time, big time. I mean, come on, since 2013, 14, if you start doing the math, I mean, they registered with FinCEN in 2015. Like, that's like way back.
Yeah, and they didn't even create the coin originally. So I forget the name of the company or the company or the guy.
Yeah, Jet McCaleb and OpenCoin.
Was it OpenCoin? I thought it was first.
Originally OpenCoin at first.
OpenCoin
And
or what
Jet McCaleb.
Okay, so
But
and
it's
then
kind of strange too how Dave, not to go too tinfoil hat, guys, but Joe Katz worked at the NSA.
I'm
Joe
already there.
Katz also had distributed technology from 1988. And now all of a sudden we got Joe Katz, aka Bearable Guy. I'm just joking, guys. I'm just joking. Joe Katz, the genius, Einstein's son, and he's at Ripple Labs.
Yeah, I think it's truthfully, I think
As soon as I said Einstein, he popped up on my
David
phone.
Schwartz had a big, and I think the NSA could have created Bitcoin.
Okay.
I think it could have been, the precursor or designed to be, or no, I think it was, like I said before, chosen as the shiny coin that they would put out in front of the world to introduce this technology and this digital currency, but then ultimately, bring on this other currency that they were really going to adopt for, this new asset class and what they really wanted to do with it. And I don't mean to get, I need to qualify every one of my statements with this. I don't know. I'm like everybody. We're all just trying to figure this thing out. But quite honestly, Dave did work for the NSA. The guy is absolutely brilliant, genius. I'm guessing him and a couple other dudes, created Bitcoin. And then later on, I bet he was probably approached by the NSA to say, look, here's what we need. We need this. They create Ripple and they say, look, well, why don't we already use this coin that's already done? Save me a whole lot of coding. We'll just buy that coin at, what was it called? Coin One or something? Anyway.
open coin. Damn, you're on fire. You're on fire.
RP and here's a couple of US boys that, hey, in a matter of national security and your country needs you, son. And let's
he came right through. He was
And
ready.
then here the rest of the world thinks they're getting rid of the US dollar as the world's reserve currency, and it very well may be that they're the ones that own XRP. Who knows?
I think you're right on the money with that, though. I mean, as far as this, I think it was definitely created to replace the currency. It's the blockchain technology began to record a history, that's for sure.
Well, at a very minimum, just like you can, Jeff Bezos and Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
The NSA has been in touch with those guys, and in the name of national security, we need this, what have you, and so on. I'm absolutely convinced that, the same thing. If they know what this is, and this is what we all believe it is, I'm convinced they've had contact, and of course they could never say anything about it. And they've got some kind of little,
exactly. Who are you talking about, Ron P? Ron P, who are you talking about? Say the name right now. Real quick, I'm sorry, Venture. I want to catch whoever Ron P is talking about. I apologize. Danny Loft, the USA has been in the since Schwartz was in the NSA in 1988. Danny Loft, you're always on the money, my brother. Thank you so much. Brian, thank you guys so much for contributing to the channel. Send this 5 to Venture. Whoa! Venture, well deserved. Venture is the man, guys. That's for sure. Send this 5 to Venture. No problem, Brian. You're the man. Send this 5 to Venture via Western Union and see how long it takes to get to him. MoneyGram, baby. Brian, I definitely send that to Venture also. But thank you so much, Brian. I appreciate that. I can't thank you guys enough for tuning in. If you guys can smash some thumbs up and hit that subscribe, it means the world. That's for sure. Why you talking back? Okay. Y'all got it. The mods are amazing. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. And guys, I apologize. Sometimes we go through this. That's how you know when you're winning. When you're winning and you're on fire, guess what, guys? The trolls show up. They can't stand it. When you're winning and they see excitement and they see love and they see unity, they can't stand it, guys. They're sitting home in their basement. The floor's leaking. It's dripping water on their head. It smells like mildew. They ain't got no crypto. They're pissed off, guys. So I apologize for the troll. I apologize.
Eating Cheetos in their underwear.
Yeah, exactly. That's for sure. Dirty ones. Corey Reeves, Robert Westbag, GXRP, Unity, let's get it. That's for sure. So, what do you think about Brad Garlinghouse being on Pomp the other day? What was the whole, what was the point of Brad Garlinghouse going in hostile territory? Was it to beat the XRP drum? Was it to show transparency, that we're transparent? What was your thoughts on BG going on Pomp?
I think it was just a political move.
Okay.
Pomp kind of called him out, and you can't be afraid of, of talking about your and there's nothing to be afraid of. They have a superior technology. They have a better product all the way around. That's like,
And that's just like the troll. It's like basically Brad Garlinghouse went on there. We got better technology. Told him it's faster, safer, more secure. And Pomp ears was closed. He didn't want to hear none of that stuff.
But you know why his ears are closed?
Why is that?
He doesn't want to lose his media job.
Oh, okay.
He's not making a living with Bitcoin right now. He's got to have his media job.
Oh.
He's got paycheck coming in each week, and he gets a paycheck for being the Bitcoin guy. If all of a sudden he's not the Bitcoin guy, we don't need you. We don't need you. We don't need a CNBC contributor, that's all over the place.
Exactly.
We just need a guy that's going to talk about the one Wall Street wants to talk about or is willing to work with.
Woo. Venture, you're amazing, my brother. You got a huge shout out from George Ratledge. He says, please send this $5 to Venture. Ton of great info, fellas. Just another XRP night. George Ratledge, my brother, thank you so much. You guys are amazing. And let me tell you guys something. I got huge news. Guess what? Venture has a YouTube channel. Link in the description. Then 2019 breakout star, guys. 50K subs incoming. My prediction right here tonight. So make sure you guys definitely hit that link in the description. And Venture, guys, he has a hell of a lot of good videos on his channel also. Venture nailed it on Pomp, says TR. G-Man says Venture is the man. See, Venture, I told you, they love you, Venture. They love you.
Well, the love. This is the best community ever.
What?
And here's the thing. I hope everybody that's watching this stream tonight I want to host when
Robert Westbag. My fault, Venture. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Venture.
When we hit $10.
Okay.
I want to do the Venture Out West party in Las Vegas.
Woo! That's going to be soon then.
Well, I hope so. I hope we don't even have time. I hope it just shoots past 10, clear it up to 200 overnight. But that still triggers the party.
Yeah.
So
I'm with you on
but
that.
At that point, we should all have enough money for airfare to Vegas.
I'm telling you guys, I think that's the incoming. I see a comment in the stream that I love. My brother TR says CKJ and Venture should do this weekly. Woo! Let Venture put some thought to that.
I'll do it whenever.
Venture's about to be a big star, guys. We got to get them when they're new. And then after that, no, I'm just joking.
CKJ who? I'm sorry, what is that? Who? No, you guys, I can't emphasize this enough. I'm just another guy out here. Just, Handel he had a lot of good things to say. There's a lot of people that could get on here right now and say a lot of the same things they've been thinking or doing. And sometimes I don't know if I should tell anybody that I think the NSA created, Bitcoin, because you worry about all the trolls and the haters. And I don't really give a rat's behind. You know what? I know where this thing's going. I think we all know where it's going. I got a beautiful wife and family, and I'm happy, and I can't wait for the announcement that we're going to get at some point that's going to send this thing and prove the Shane Ellis theory right.
Damn. You heard it here first, guys. I told you tonight was going to be a bullish show. He says something's going to happen and prove the Shane Ellis theory right. So you already know on Venture's channel, very bullish. I seen somebody in the chat talk about what is Venture's exit plan. I think you did mention the exit plan. You had an exit plan video. I mean, do you care to share, a little bit of your exit plan or your thoughts for the future?
I'd be glad to. It's crazy how the comments drive you nuts.
Oh, I mean, it's insane.
Because all I'm trying to do is share what I'm thinking as a husband, father, son, how I'm trying to take care of my family and what I think. And when I did my exit strategy video, people are like, why would you ever sell if it's going to go to the moon? And well, first of all, I'm also old enough, I know you can tell that, to realize, hey, take the bird in the hand too.
Okay. Woo.
So, at some point, the first thing I said in my exit strategy, if you had 20,000 XRP, I would sell 3,000 when it hit $10.
Okay.
That's $30,000. First of all, I'm going to get back the 5,000 I used to buy it.
Okay.
Now I paid back. Now, when is that not a smart investment? Spend 5,000, take it back. Now I'm on the house's money. Everything else I own 17,000 XRP still at no cost to me.
Wow.
Then I've got $30,000. I paid my back to 5. Then I would take the $25,000 and I'd buy me $5,000 worth of Cardano. I'd buy me $5,000 worth of HOT, probably have a billion of them. I'd buy me $5,000 worth of VET. In other words, I'd buy some of those other up and coming altcoins that are further behind XRP, so that while they're maturing, I don't even care. I'll wait on them. I got my XRP money coming.
You're speaking Danny's language.
I don't care. That could be my kids, my grandkids. Don't really care. If they have a good use case and smart people in their company, I want to go there. I'll buy that. I'll buy that $4 card or 4-cent Cardano. I'll buy that. I want some proppy. I want, some, I'm really, I'm going to start talking about how to develop real estate to anybody that do that. Well, I have every intention of putting a group together when this thing moons.
Okay.
Some kind of a website that connects projects with people for tokenized real estate.
Okay. Wow. Venture for president, says Ruslan.
Yep.
Woo! There it is, Venture for president. Huh?
Oh.
Yeah, there it comes, Venture. That's for sure. Thank you, Hassan. You're amazing. Yeah, guys, Venture just did a video of basically, and one thing I said, guys, we got a lot of smart people in the community. And I heard Venture say two things. One thing is the internet of value, guys. There is opportunities. There's every reason to be excited. XRP is leading and clearly is going to be a clear winner. But what Venture says, hey, let's think about exit strategies. Let's take a look at maybe other opportunities when we make money to put in other opportunities. And on top of that, Venture's into real estate. He says he can teach us about real estate and other options to make passive income or make our money work for us. Tell us more, Venture.
Okay, couple things on the exit strategy.
Okay.
Problem is, don't ever ask me because I'm gonna have something to say.
Damn right.
Okay, so one thing I would want people to know, if make sure your bank account is connected. Okay, you've heard that advice before, but I think it's worth reiterating. I think every single day there are new people finding out about XRP and might have just bought their first 1,000 XRP or whatever. Okay. So it's worth, make sure that you have your bank account tied to your exchange, because if this thing does Shane Ellis on us,
okay,
through the moon, they're going to be slammed. They're not going to have time to, you'll be 3 weeks before you can cash out when it moons.
That's one thing I've been telling people is people don't realize last year during the bull run, you could not purchase or sell. I'm telling you guys, last year when XRP was shooting up to $4 and you say, oh, I'm going to jump in on this, and you're trying to jump in at 2, 3, guess what, guys? Them sales are not completing. They're spinning. It's like loading, like you're loading like a movie or something. It's going to say loading, loading, loading. Trust me, guys, them exchanges shut down. Like, I don't know if they did it on purpose or they were overwhelmed, but that's why it's important to get your ducks in order ahead of time. And like Venture is saying, having your account attached to a trustable exchange. What's your preferred exchanges, if I may ask?
I got to tell you, from functionality, I just have always loved Binance.
Okay.
Coinbase drives me nuts.
Oh, does it?
I tried the BitTrue, and obviously from colors to logos to everything, they're trying to mimic Binance. And if I were them, I'd be doing the same thing. And I had a really great conversation with crypto. What's her name? She runs Binance US.
Crypto Collie?
Yeah. Her and I were DMing one morning for.
Get out of here! No way, Venture making connections all around the world. Wow.
It was really cool. It was really cool. I was telling her about I had a table at my house of 70-year-olds. And if you're all try to teach a group of 70-year-olds how to buy Bitcoin and set up Coinbase accounts and run the computer. But anyway, she thought that was pretty cool that I was teaching these older folks how to do it.
Wow.
But anyway, so Binance, I'm on Binance US. I've got some assets there, and I've got some assets on Coinbase both.
Okay. Wow.
But
are you a fan of BNB? I just had to ask you real quick. What do you think about BNB?
Well, I think BNB's, I had BNB when we were on the .com, but I don't have any on the US. I don't even, do they have, they have it.
I was just curious if you was interested in BNB at all, but clearly XRP.
Here's my problem with spending $20 a token.
Okay.
How many XRP is that?
Woo! Guys, listen, we got the most bullish member. I ain't gonna say most bullish member in the XRP community because we're all bullish as hell. But guess what, guys? Venture is bullish. Huh? Damn right. No, that's bullish right there. Level playing field said, yeah, that's bullish. No, I agree with you 1,000%. Like you were just explaining, once the XRP moons, how much more opportunity can you have? You know, $20 for one token, or I don't know how many you get for 20, a lot more. 60 XRP. Is that how much, JV? You get 60 XRP or one BNB.
Yeah. Come on. You know, if that's $1,000 coin, 60 times 1,000, what is that? What's that number? And you're like, and you're always, BNB is going to $40. Well, I'm like, dude, XRP is going way north of $40.
I got a lot more bullish on BNB now. Now I said 5K. I said 5K BNB. Is that better?
But again, to me, yeah, sure, that's a lot better. But to me, I think we come back and pick those up later. You know, that's our second round. XRP is not our only opportunity here.
Okay.
We have lots of this whole digital asset. This is a brand new thing that's about to be introduced to the world. We're 1% of 1%. This thing's going to the world, and all these other coins are going to find good uses, you know, and there's good. XRP is not going to be the only one, and certainly Bitcoin is not going to be the only one, but there are going to be other ones. And I think once you hit that first exit point, you know, you take those, pay yourself back.
Okay. Then
buy the BNB, buy the ADA, buy, you know, the VET, buy the Matic, buy your other coins.
So basically, first you're saying is let's stay focused on what the clear winner, right?
Exactly. You know what it's going to be. You know what it's doing. It's just a matter of time. None of those others have crossed that threshold where it's a done deal for sure. They're still what I would call penny stocks. They're still penny stocks.
Okay.
You know, XRP is deliberately suppressed and undervalued. With the news that we have received in 2019, we should be what news has Litecoin gotten? Have they written a line of code this year? What news is, I mean, Ethereum? I mean, seriously, why isn't Bitcoin, why isn't XRP $227 right now? I don't know, except for deliberate suppression.
I think you're right on the money with that, guys. What do you guys think about that? Basic Ventures. I mean, I think you're on the money all day. One thing, guys, you highlighted is, and I talked about it the other day on the show. I thought it was bullish as hell. You know, it was one of Rachel Lee's tweets from I think 2017. You know, do we want to see 2, 4? They don't want to see 2, 4, 6 because then everybody will know that the secret, the cat will be out the bag. You know, XRP is gonna triple fast. Something's gonna happen, and the world's gonna FOMO. That's for sure. Everybody's saying, Venture, you are the man. That's for sure.
Well, that's really nice of them. Hey, if I could, can we go back to the exit strategy for a minute?
Talk, Venture. Take it, my brother. It's all you.
So because of the comments on my YouTube channel, why would you ever sell it and whatever? Listen, if you're a husband or a father or hopefully both, you have a responsibility to your family. I got into crypto, you know why? To pay off this house. That's all I was doing. I just wanted to pay off the house. Now I think I'm going to be a multi-millionaire.
Woo!
This house that's just a dent in what's going to happen. But when people are like, well, don't sell it, just take out a loan against it. I can't say this in the comment response either, but it's still a loan. Get your families out of debt, period. My exit strategy started with my initial principal back,
okay,
and the reinvestment of other assets. Then it was the next exit, 2 brand new Lexuses in the driveway. Then the third exit was to pay off the house.
Okay.
I don't care if it goes to the moon after that. If I sell it 100, I don't care if it's getting to 1,000 or 10,000 a coin. The bird in the hand is get your house paid for, get rid of car payments, get rid of your credit cards, get your initial investment back, and do sound money. Then leave the balance there and see where it goes.
Wow.
And then if it goes, and even then, I don't want to borrow. First of all, I don't trust anybody. All these companies, you said it today, I think, on your video, or at least a rerun I was watching, where you said everybody's creating products for lending and for, where they want to give me your crypto and I'll loan you this money.
Exactly.
It's still a loan. If something happens to your cryptocurrency, the price drops, somebody creates a better widget, or what have you, you're still responsible for that loan. Don't do it. Keep yourself out of debt, keep your assets safe, and then when you need, until everything's paid off, if my cars are paid off, my house is paid off, and I've got money in the bank, then maybe I'll leverage my cryptocurrency and I won't sell it because we only hit 1,000 and I think it's going to 7,000. I won't sell that, but maybe I will leverage it for a loan at that point.
Wow.
But it'll be because everything else in my life is paid for. That's why, to all you people that wrote comments, why would you ever sell? Because I'm old enough to know nothing is for sure. Nothing is for sure. But having my house paid off, I don't care if there's really good tax benefits to not having it pay off. Bullcrap. Pay the taxes. Pay your house off. Get out of debt. Then if the world melts down now or ever, nobody's kicking your family out in the street. Okay, that's just old guy advice for getting out of debt and staying out of debt.
Hey, I love advice. I've always had mentors my whole life, and I've always been open to information and willing to learn. But guys, Venture said something amazing at the beginning. He said his first part of his exit plan is to at least get back what he put in. Now, that actually makes a hell of a lot of sense, because if you get back what you put in, then guess what, guys? You got no skin in the game, and the rest is just, endless possibilities of opportunities. So, guys, that's so true right there, Mr. Lefty. And really quick, Venture, shout out to John Miller. This has been one of the best live streams I have been a part of over the last few months. Thank you both. Keep up the great work in info and news. Thank you so much, John Miller. And there's plenty more where this came from, guys. Venture has a channel, link in the description, that's for sure.
Here's a strategy for you.
Okay.
Let's say you put 5,000 in. Take $10 divide it by 5,000.
Okay.
Figure out how many XRP that is. Okay. I don't know what the number is. Let's say, I don't know if it's 1,000, whatever.
Okay.
It's hard enough to think about what you're saying, much less do math. Anyway,
yeah, math
but
is, whew.
Figure out how much your principal was that bought you the bulk of your digital assets now. Then imagine the price, like right now it's 30 cents, but imagine it at $10. Divide that into what you originally put in and buy that much extra. If you don't want to sell this over here, then buy this over here as a bonus goal, so that when that sells, you can sell that 1,000 at $10 to get back your original principal without touching your original goal.
I just bought some more XRP. Venture made me FOMO. Oh my.
No, it's true. I mean, I'm not in this to hold XRP, because I just love the technology. I don't even know much about the technology. I just know the world we live in and what our government has done and is doing and so on, and what I'm reading and so on. So I just, if you had a goal of 20,000 XRP and you just can't stand the thought of selling of it, then buy 21,000 so you can sell that 1,000 at an earlier stage and still have your 20.
That's a whole new way to look at it.
Back.
Wow, that's amazing right there. Venture is preaching. I bet you Venture is, Venture's a legend.
Many of us get beat up by family members or wives because we're spending money on something that doesn't appear to be moving. What day is it? What is that day like when you sell it at $10? You say, "Hey, babe, I got that $5,000 back. And by the way, here's another 25,000. I'm giving you 5. Go buy some furniture, and I'm putting 20 back in other investments." Then you're a hero. That day you can Yeah, you're a superhero that day. Okay, I'm rambling.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Precision Beats. All right, Precision Beats. No, you're not rambling all, Venture. And this was an honor to have you on the show, my brother, tonight. That's for sure. We got 400 people, guys, in the stream. Huh?
An honor to be on your show.
Oh, it's an honor to have you. Guys, we got 400 people in the stream. If you guys can please smash some thumbs up and hit that subscribe. I see G-Man says you guys are being stingy. We got 150 thumbs up. Come on, guys. 400 people here. Thank you, G-Man. I appreciate that. G-Man's the man. That's for sure. Make your money work for you. Level playing field. That's for sure. XRP Snakebite in it for the money. Gary Hill, great show. CKJ Venture, you guys are amazing. That's for sure. So Venture, is there anything else you want to touch on before while we're getting close to wrapping things up? Why XRP has to be reevaluated at a higher price? We kind of covered that. Guys, tonight we did a hell of a video. We covered everything bullish. I wanted to do a bullish show. Has anybody got any questions or anything for Venture out there? Oh, J Kills, thank you so much, bro. Epic stream tonight, 2 legends. J Kills, Miss J Kills, thank you guys so much. Whoa. Oh, thank you so much, XRP Agent, my brother. I really appreciate you guys supporting and donating to the channel. I respectfully agree and disagree. The first thing, do when you cash out, settle your taxes, look up Crypto Tax Fixer for more information. Okay.
That was the other thing I kept hearing about in the comment section was,
okay,
yeah, you got to pay your taxes.
Okay.
Can't some things, aren't some things just common sense? Of course. Is there anybody that can't pay their taxes? I mean, of course, pay your taxes. Absolutely pay your taxes every year, just like you do. And so I will pay my taxes. I assume everybody else will. And when you don't mention it, boy, they blow you up. Anyway, I don't know who that said that, but I totally agree with that. We don't have to agree on everything either. We can agree to disagree, and that is so cool. But we should still be all great friends, and it's okay. This will all play out, and we'll be able to look back on all these videos, and it's kind of like archiving, kind of a journal effect to see where we got it right and where we were way off. But that's cool. But yes, absolutely, we got to pay our taxes, but I think you got to pay yourself back too.
Right on the money with that. Whoa, C Double's here. Good to see you, C Double. I haven't seen you in a long time. I really appreciate you showing up. Shane Robinson. And we got a new moderator, GXRP. Oh, XRP Agent again, Venture. Thank you guys so much. There's a reason why the wealthy pay no taxes or little taxes. I apologize, guys. There is a reason why the wealthy pay no taxes or little taxes. When you pay off your loan, you lose your tax benefit. Okay, interesting scenario there. I'll come right back to that. Cat Loves Dogs. Fabulous show, guys. Keeping the morale high for us. Moon coming. Much appreciated. Cat Loves Dogs. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that.
That's awesome.
Now, what's XRP Agent saying? There is a reason why the wealthy pay no taxes or little taxes. When you pay off your loan, you lose your tax benefit. Okay, so I kind of see what he's saying. So there's kind of like both ways to look at it. You could actually lose the benefit. But are you saying that as far as what he said, like he paid off the house and hey, it's just paid off and you can sleep well? Or?
Well, I don't know if he's talking about a mortgage or if he's talking about loans on your crypto. Because the reason why everybody promotes the idea of, hey, just borrow against your crypto is because the loan isn't a taxable event. You could let's say you have $2 million worth of crypto. Okay. You can borrow $200,000 against your crypto as collateral and go spend that $200,000 because you haven't sold the crypto. You have not triggered a taxable event.
Okay.
Once you sell it, now, if he's talking about a crypto loan, once you pay back the loan and you sell your crypto, you've triggered a taxable event. But then there's also, I think they've outlined it just like in real estate, where you have ordinary income and you have capital gains. Ordinary income is the money you make every day and in the month or what have you. Capital gains is, I held that fourplex or that apartment complex, I held that for over 2 years. So now when I sell it, because I held it for 2 years, it's at a lot lower tax rate.
Oh.
Got the same thing going with crypto. I think if we hold it for at least a year, you end up in a lower tax bracket than if you're just selling it all the time. I know the Token Taxonomy Act, I think that has something to do with, that there shouldn't be a taxable event every time a day trader does something. That's just an accounting nightmare there.
Yeah, you got that right. Matter of fact, I want to throw this in there too, guys. Really, really quick. Blockchain Digital Asset News. He actually started a YouTube channel too, guys, and he's also in real estate too. XRP agent, and I think it's called Blockchain Digital Asset News on YouTube. May, is that your channel called? I want to give a huge shout out to you. Thank you so much too, May. I appreciate that. Did GXRP get blocked or did he get a moderator? Because now I don't see him. Is GXRP still in here? Because I see him right here. I mean, is he... Are you still in here, GXRP? I just want to make sure you didn't get blocked, my brother. Uh-oh. XRP agent once again. Well, you're on fire tonight, my brother. Thank you so much. I'll go into real estate strategy in the upcoming video. I'm referring to your mortgage. Okay, so you're referring to your mortgage. But basically, he said, what if you pay it off early, then you're... I understand. Okay, say... He's referring to your mortgage. Every time you move or change your crypto is a taxable event. Okay, GXRP, I want to make sure. Well, I think with okay, so basically, XRP agent says, I'm going to go into a real estate strategy in the upcoming video. So I think it'll actually highlight more. But I think what Venture was just saying is like basically, of course, there is tax benefits to not paying it off early. But paying it off early is like, this is mine. Huh?
This is night. Yeah.
Yeah. So, the family is going to sleep well. I don't have to worry just in case in the future and all that. So, guys, we got a lot of smart people in the community. This is amazing.
And hey, everybody's strategy is different. Different things are important to different people. To me in my life and where I'm at right now, the most important thing I can do, probably, see, when I was 19, just like everybody else, I thought I was going to live forever, but at my age now, I worry about, if I get hit by that proverbial bus, I want to make sure my wife does not have a mortgage. She is not in debt. In fact, there's a windfall for her. She's gonna win the lottery if I go.
You got that right, because guess what, guys? We're pioneers in the great wealth transfer, the greatest digital asset ever created. That's for sure. Guys, I can't thank you guys enough for tuning in tonight, Venture. You were on fire tonight, my brother. We had over 400 people here. Everybody is saying, Venture, you are the man. Like, thank you so much. Best stream of 2019. GXRP said, where'd you go, G? Something about best stream 2019. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys so much. Yes. So everybody's like really, really excited. You guys are wild. Oh man. So yeah, guys, like I was saying, guys, we covered everything bullish tonight. Venture did a hell of a show. I'm so honored to have you on the show. Guys, I actually pulled up I wonder if I can show it to you guys real quick. Let me see. I can still see you, Venture. That works perfect. Can you guys still see that? Let me see. I think yeah, you still can see Venture over here in the side screen. Okay, yep, here it is right here, guys. Here's XRP Ventures channel right here, guys. He actually has a lot of good content on here. One video right here, guys, a month ago, 10,000 views. So you can tell people really like Venture, and he has a really good point of view. XRP price 4 or 5 digits. XRP price reevaluation. My thoughts about XRP. And like I said, guys, he came up on 3,000 subscribers. Please show some love. Venture's link is in the description, his Twitter and his YouTube channel. So please subscribe to his channel, that's for sure. Let me pull the chat back up. And is there anything else you want to say, Venture, before we go? We almost did 2 hours tonight. Whoa, that was amazing, Venture. You are the man. Thank you so much.
It's just really, everybody's comments are really kind and it's great. And like I said, I'm absolutely convinced that just about anybody in that chat probably gets just as frustrated as I was when I was sitting in your chat, because there's so much you want to say and it's hard to get. And then half the time you don't even see them.
Yeah, no.
I remember the most frustrating one was when I sent you a super chat and I said something in there, and then the last part was, by the way, you owe me a Dairy Queen Blizzard. and you didn't even read it.
I know.
I was like,
Oh my gosh, I know. And then I rewatched the stream because I always rewatch the stream the next day. And then I read the comment and then I wrote that down. I owe you a blizzard. I said I cannot believe I did not see that. And that's
Oh,
the
it's-
thing, guys. It's when you're on this side, like your anxiety's gone, the stream is rolling. You're trying to see the comments. It's a lot. You'll see soon. You'll see soon when you live stream. That's for sure. There's so much going on, and it's like so hard to keep track of it all. That's for sure. But I can tell you one thing: we got an amazing community, very supportive people, as you can see. And I'll warn you ahead of time. Of course, you know trolls will come out the woodwork. They're gonna disagree with you. You know, in social media, just don't pay that no mind. You know, it's just I look at it as they love you. That's just the way they show love. Okay. Get the man a blizzard. That's right. No, I owe you a blizzard from Dairy Queen.
no, I just said that. It wasn't
Okay,
like
okay.
I just said it, you know. But
And not to
Anyway,
venture, not to
I
mention,
just-
guys. Venture has a hell of a sense of humor too. Funny dude, intelligent, smart. Wow, he's the total package. The total package. I had to
Make-
sing because I know Danny wanted to hear me sing. If Danny's still out there. Oh, thank you, Patel. Good moderator. Believe it or not, guys, I said Venture, you do most of the talking, man. I really don't have much of a voice. My voice, I don't know what's going on with it. And Venture was more than ready. A man crush, what can I say? Venture has me bullish, that's for sure. I was like, whoa, you know, he had me pumped up, that's for sure. All right,
Hey.
guys.
hey, one last thing, CKJ.
Okay.
I want to pay you a compliment too, because when I came around looking for, you know, which influencers I was going to watch, I landed on your channel because you are so upbeat. Your laugh is infectious. You're a happy guy and what have you. And it resonated with me, and that's where I wanted to spend my time. So anyway, thank you for what you do.
Wow.
And thank everybody for your support of me. Thank you. That's really kind. And I blush, but thank you.
GXRP said, Venture, prayers go out to you and your fam. That's for sure. Venture's a blessed man, a godly man, a blessed man. He's an all-around man's man. You know, I like to joke a lot on the nighttime show. But guys, that's one thing I do want to say. For next year's our 2-year anniversary here, guys, we got people here that's been here 2 years. I'm not even going to go through the name because I'll miss people. But thank you guys. Thank you guys. GXRP, Makai, Cat Loves Dogs, Shane Robinson, GXRP, Patel, X-Wing, Metal Art, Jeff Hook. Guys, thank you guys so much. And I will see you guys at 11:30 a.m. Link in the description for the Crypto Millionaires Club backup YouTube channel. I dropped some hidden gems on there. Link in the description for Venture, guys. Show some love. Oh, Digital Nomad Investor showed up. We were just talking about him, Venture. We're just talking about Digital Nomad. What's up? Believe it or not, Digital Nomad was a huge supporter when I first started. He used to send me so many good articles. Huge shout out to Digital Nomad. I owe that guy a lot of love, that's for sure. Thank you so much. A lot's going on. Tell him, Victor, you got that right. All right, guys, please smash some thumbs up, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning. And Venture, when can they expect the next video from you?
Oh, I'm sure I'll do one Monday. I got a couple things I want to talk about.
Okay, perfect. Also, guys, Crypto Millionaires Club Telegram. Me and Viking started that. Please show some love to this Telegram. Venture's going to drop a video Monday. I hope you guys have a good Saturday night. Don't get in no trouble. Is it Saturday night? Is it Saturday night? Yeah, it's
Yes.
Saturday. Okay, that's right. I won't see you guys till Monday. I apologize. I'll see you guys Monday morning. Thank you so much. Have a good night, guys. Much love. Mahalo. Hold on. There's the beat. There's the beat, guys. Venture wanted to go out with the beat. Woo! XRP, baby. Huh? Show some love.